Anyway, so listen, guys. So this is like my second or third time making this video, but I'm gonna try to make it quick before my battery dies. If you want to know how Intermodal has been going so far for me, it has been going completely trash. The last video I made, it was made a week ago. I'm sorry. I know I posted it yesterday, but it was actually a week before I'm making this video. You know, the problem I had that day, you know, it sucks that I had that problem, but I didn't think it was going to be a repetitive problem. You know, the bill situation. Now, that day the bills were blurry. The next day, something happened where I ended up having to wait at a shipper or a receiver for 6 hours. And I almost got close to having to shut down there. And, you know, I have a day cab, guys. So, you know, that's really not humane to sleep in a day cab. So, that day was horrible. And then yesterday was the worst day in trucking history for me. I've only been out here 3 months, y'all. I started May 7th. Got my license May 27th. Time does fly. And there has been a lot of days that I've been frustrated, but yesterday had to be one of the most frustrating days that I've ever had Intermodal. And I say that because Intermodal is it's a little less structured than OTR is. You know, OTR, there's a middleman, you know what I'm saying? You get to a shipper or receiver, the desk, they usually have your paperwork, the guard usually has your paperwork. You go get your trailer, or you get loaded, or you get unloaded, and you go. Now here is kind of different because we operate in and out of train rail yards. So the paperwork is traditionally the proper way they want it is the bill should be included with the trailer. When you go pick it up, there's a pouch out there that I'll show you. I keep saying I'm gonna show you, but I'll try to show you this time, that the bill of ladings are supposed to be kept in. The previous driver is supposed to put the bill of ladings inside of that unit. That way the next driver who gets the trailer off the train don't have to run into any issues with not having a bill of ladings. Because like I said in my previous video, not having a bill of ladings creates a hassle. Yesterday I was in Victorville, California. I had to drive 15 miles back down the freeway to go to a truck stop, get them faxed to me, which is $2 a page, out of pocket. You get refunded, but you know, who wants to pay any? Even if you do get refunded, who wants to pay, you know? Because that's less money that you have for that moment. So that creates a hassle. She would not let me drop my trailer without the bills. Now, something that was supposed to take 1 hour to do or 30 minutes to do, it doesn't take that long to drop a trailer and hook up to another one. Something that was supposed to take less than an hour took 2.5 hours because I had to sit in traffic. I had to go wait for the papers to be faxed, which takes a little minute. Then, because they're coming way from Missouri, then I had to drive back, sit in the same traffic, going the opposite direction. Then I was finally able to drop and hook. So, for you guys that are coming to Intermodal, from me to you, one thing that I do recommend you guys invest in is a printer. It does not have to be the most expensive printer out there. It doesn't have to be all Gucci, you know, Louis Vuitton printers. Do they even make printers? No. You know what I'm saying, right? It don't gotta be like the best printer out there. Get you a little cheap printer from Best Buy that has wireless capabilities where you can hook your phone up to it and it connects to your phone, your printer, and you can print the bill of ladings. Tell your dispatch, hey, I need to have the bill of ladings emailed to me. Have them printed from your phone, straight down to that printer. Go in, do what you gotta do, go home. Now, I would love to do that. You know, lucky for you guys, now that you have that tip, that's a priority. Go get that printer now. If you're coming to Intermodal, Jonathan, hey, I know who you are, Jonathan. You was with Natasha the other day. She told me. For you, Natasha, Jonathan, all y'all who come into Intermodal, go get that printer now. Don't start your day without that printer. If you want to be sitting around or backtracking, get you a printer. Get you a printer now. Or what you can also do if you don't want to bring a printer in the truck, they give you your load plans ahead of time. So if you're going to be taking a load from the rail yard to a receiver, have them send it to you a day ahead of time and print them at home. But I would much rather have the printer in the truck, you know, just so you can have it at that moment. You never know what you might have to print out while you're out. You can't go back home and print. You know, that's backtracking. That's a waste of time, money, and gas. You know, fuel. So I was recommended to get the printer. Now I can't get the printer because this truck, man, believe it or not, this truck is a 2016. See that? This comes apart and it doesn't work. This is what I'm supposed to be charging my, you know, how can I charge anything if this doesn't work? So we have to figure out how we can, I can't even charge my phone, y'all. My phone, that's another thing. Yesterday, this is why I say Intermodal has been going crazy, not cool. My phone died yesterday. I had no way to charge it. I couldn't do anything. You know, you need your phone out here to call and do certain stuff. But prior to that, earlier in the day when I did have phone charge, I sat at a fuel station for 2 hours trying to figure out how to fuel this truck up, because most of the places around the Southern California region, there's no TAs, there's really no Loves, there's really no Petros. Most of the time, when you're out and about, you have to go fuel up at an out-of-network fuel station. Now, I still don't know what to do when it comes to that, but from what I've heard from my dispatcher is get the money loaded onto your card, write a com data check, give it to them. For some reason, I did that yesterday. They did it a whole separate way. They didn't even load the money to my car. They did it a whole separate way, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little frustrating because I didn't get to make my last load last night. I started at 8 o'clock in the morning, didn't get home to 9 in the nighttime because I was sitting at that gas station for 2 hours. Then when I finally got to the shipper, or the receiver, I'm sorry, I ran into even more problems because the reefer fuel wasn't at the correct fuel level. So I had to go find another fuel station. That fuel station, the one that was the closest, 3 minutes away, didn't even accept my, they wouldn't even accept my com data card or anything like that. So I had to go back to the shipper, and I begged and I pleaded, and they was like, okay, we're gonna let you. It's all right. We'll take it. I said, thank you. The puppy dog guys, they do be helping sometimes. Yes, they do. What the hell you staring at? I hate people that be staring. Anyways, so get you a printer. Your fuel situation, you will learn how to do that on your own. You will learn how to do that. Just call the fuel desk. Even though the fuel desk was hella confused themselves, she transferred me to my dispatch. My dispatch didn't know what to do. They transferred me back to the fuel people. I sat there 2 hours while I was being transferred and this and that. So far it's been going crappy. Now, if I get this printer and if I figure out this fuel thing, things will definitely go better. Things are definitely going to get better. So that's my tip to you guys. Get yourselves a printer. What else can I talk about? I'm at a receiver right now. I'm at a shipper, actually. I'm getting loaded, and I'm going to take this to the rail yard. My Qualcomm, check this out. I don't know. Wow, look at that. It doesn't work at all. This Qualcomm wasn't mounted when I got this truck. If you don't know from the last video, it wasn't mounted, so it failed and it broke. So I have to do everything manually. I have to call when I depart. I have to call when I arrive. I have to call to have logs put me off duty. I have to do logs. Oh, hold on, guys. All right, so what I was saying was I had to do everything. I got to do everything physically. Not physically, but by phone, or like my logs, I have to do that physically, write them down, and I got to call in to depart and all that kind of stuff. So that sucks. And then check this shipper out, y'all. It's like, I wish I could show y'all a better view. Maybe when he moves, I can show you guys. But like, coming in here was so sketchy because it's the facility isn't like it's like in a residential neighborhood. So you have to go down a residential street that actually says no trucks over 3 tons. So I had to turn to the little railroad track, like the little side, the little side part of a railroad track. I had to turn onto there and call and ask, like, can I keep continuing down this street? Because it says no trucks over 3 tons. He said, yeah, just come on in. It's like a couple yards down, make a left to the parking lot. I'll try to show you guys, how it looks when he moves. And then another thing is this mirror. I don't know if you can see. That mirror right there is missing, man. And that's one of the most important mirrors on this truck because it really helps with your blind spots and stuff like that. Of course, I don't have it, so that's that. But I told my dispatcher about this stuff today, and hopefully it can get fixed pretty soon, We'll just see. We'll see, Then check this out. I got a lot to talk about, right? This is a seal. I have never seen a seal like this ever in my life. I gotta have to figure out how to work it. It looks like it just pulls out and loops around, I guess. But we'll see. We shall see. Alright guys, I'm gonna do this depart call before my phone dies, because I don't have no way to charge it. The power outlet for this truck doesn't exist. So I'll get back to you. Peace out. Right. Real quick before I go, I want to show you guys where. Okay, let me explain before I gotta leave. First of all, look at the street. It's a residential street, right? Bam, I gotta turn out of that little gate over there. Oh wait, where am I pointing? Bam. Wait. Bam. Wait. Man, forget it. Anyways, I'm gonna show you. I am on the other side of the rail yard now. So I'm bringing the loaded trailer to the rail yard. They're gonna take it on the train, and somebody else is gonna take it and then deliver it. So they need to build lanes now more than I do, right? So watch this. I'm gonna make their life so much easier. Watch this. I locked myself out of my truck the other day, so I don't close my doors no more. Just that easy.